Hey everyone, and welcome to the $1 million investment portfolio journey. It is the 8th of August 2025. It's around 5 o'clock here in London, and I'm gonna just give you an update and I'm gonna do an investment for today. So basically, the update is for the last week and a half, I've been on vacation in Turkey, Marmaris. So the last time we had a vacation was in 2017. So it was kind of long overdue. And what we did was we just spent some time just relaxing, unwinding as a family, doing activities, eating out. So it was a great time, but I kind of neglected my investments, which is not good. Which is not good. I should have invested while I was there. There was money coming in, but I couldn't just find the time to make a video or do any investments. So I'm kind of disappointed that I put that on the back burner. I should have, been on the ball a little bit more. But what can you do? I fell off the wagon, so I'm gonna start again. So basically, going forward, I've been getting cash from the business and I've got cash flow coming in, but I haven't put everything in my spreadsheet yet, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be investing £500 every day. So today what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be investing £400 instead, and once I've sorted out my finance, I'm gonna start investing again from tomorrow. So today I'm gonna be investing £400. So before we do that, I just want to have a look at the portfolio to see how it's doing. So my general investment account is just over 47.5k. My stocks and shares ISA is just over 27.5k, and my SIP is just under 51k. So not a lot of movement since 2 weeks ago. So I'm gonna have a look at the companies to see how they're doing. So let's have a look at Tesla now, but before we do that, make sure we're in the ISA account. Yep, so that's fine. So Tesla today is trading around $331. Today is up around 2.75%. Last 7 days it's up 8.9%. Last month, when I made a purchase around 300, it was a good buy. So I rotated from MicroStrategy and Nvidia into Tesla. So that was a good move because MicroStrategy, I think, fell, but Nvidia rose. So again, you can't get the timings exactly right, but when it's at key support positions, I try to put as much money as possible in the company. If I don't have any money available at the time, I try to rotate into the one that's cheapest at the moment, so there's more opportunity for growth. So Tesla 331.17, 300 is a very, very solid support for Tesla. So anytime it approaches 300, I try and buy there. So 331 is a good price as well, especially as my price target is around $3,000 in about 3 to 5 years time. So that's Tesla. Let's have a look at MicroStrategy now. So MicroStrategy today is down 2.53%. So it's at $391. So last 7 days, it's kind of been flat. Last month it was at a high of 455 and it's gone down to 300. So this is a good bargain at the moment, so I might be pumping some money into MicroStrategy. And just look at Nvidia now. So Nvidia is on a tear at the moment. It's at $183. I've got a feeling it's going to go to 200 soon. It's just such a strong company. It's probably the largest company in the world now. It's over $4 trillion, I'm sure. So this is a great opportunity. So, and it's going up now. It's probably going to go to 200. When it peaks around 200, then it's probably going to dip to around 160. And that is the time I'm going to try and accumulate more. So I'm okay with Nvidia at the moment. So let's go into the ISA account to see how much I have remaining in terms of allowances. So I have just under 12k remaining in my ISA. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to top it up with another £300. So I have 400 altogether to invest today. So I'm going to put in 300, go to my bank, and these transfers are instant, so I should have the cash available to invest straight away. So bear with me while I do that. Okay, so I'm just going to continue. Okay, so oops. Okay, so there we go. We got £404 in my ISA account. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna invest in Tesla and MicroStrategy. So I'm gonna be investing £200 into MicroStrategy and £200 into Tesla. So let's do that now. So that's going to give me 0.8062 shares. So I'm going to review the order, confirm the buy. Okay, so that's gone through. So the order is complete. The number of shares that I've got is 0.8063. Price per share is £331.67. FX rate is 1.33905. The fee is 78. Commission is 0. So that's done. Now what I'm going to be doing is buying MicroStrategy shares because it's undervalued. So anything under 400, I try to buy it. You know, it's a key area. It always bounces back and then gets above 400. So yep. So last time it was at 405 when it went down. So I'm going to buy this now. £204 and 42 pence. So that's going to give me 0.6985 shares. So I'm going to review the order and confirm the buy. Okay, so that's done. So the buy order is complete. As you can see, the total cost £204 and 11 pence. Number of shares is 0.6979. Price per share 391.54. FX rate $1.338821 and FX fee of 79 pence. So that's done. So I've bought MicroStrategy and Nvidia. I haven't topped up any, and sorry, I bought Tesla and MicroStrategy, and I haven't bought more Nvidia shares. So I'm going to be reviewing everything today, seeing which one, where I should allocate my capital, whether it should be in MicroStrategy or Tesla, because both of these, my price target is around $3,000. So whichever one is cheaper, I tend to go to with that. So I'm trying to, you know, buy Tesla and MicroStrategy because I want exposure to Bitcoin as well. So that's why I put 200 into Tesla and 200 into MicroStrategy. So yes, that's done. So I'm gonna get into the swing of things now. I'm gonna be like trying to invest every day, sort out my finances. I've had my holiday, I've recharged my batteries, I've got a few other projects on the go, so hopefully that should add more money to my income so I can invest more money. So for anyone who's new to this YouTube channel, this channel is all about getting to that $1 million portfolio as soon as possible. So basically what I'm trying to do is, I'm a great believer in Tesla, MicroStrategy and Nvidia. I've done a deep dive on all these companies, and I think over the next 5 years these three companies are probably going to be some of the best companies in the world. So I think I've got a price target for Tesla of 3,000 in 5 years time, for MicroStrategy is 2,800, and for Nvidia it's around 500. So basically whichever one is the cheapest, I try to buy that. So I have 4 rules for my investing. So my first rule is invest aggressive investing. So I try to invest every day. So lately I haven't been doing that, but I'm going to try and get into the swing of things. There was a time when I was investing like £500 every single day for about 30 days straight. But it's hard to maintain this, especially when you have like emergencies here and there, or where you're starting up a new business venture. So that kind of put a spanner in the works, but I'm going to try and invest regularly now. So the first rule is investing aggressively every day. Second rule is to invest in highly volatile companies that I believe in. So Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia, I believe in these companies. So if Tesla was to go down 50%, I would still be investing in Tesla. I would see it as a bargain, same as MicroStrategy and Nvidia. So that's rule number 2, investing very aggressively. And then rule number 3 is do it in a very, very tax efficient way. So basically, whatever I do, whenever I invest money, I try to invest it in my ISA account, in my family's ISA account, junior ISA account. And then once I've done that, I try to invest it in my self-invested personal pension account. So I want to try and minimize the taxation in the future, because if these stocks 10x, there's going to be a lot of money in these accounts, and I don't want to give up 30-40% to the government. So that's the way I'm doing it. So that's rule number 3, being a very, very tax efficient investor. So that's, and rule number 4 is I'm a very long-term investor. So even though I want to get to my million as soon as possible, it doesn't mean I'm gonna start spending that million. I'm gonna try and have a next target of getting to 10 million, and so on and so forth. So this is a journey for me, and you should go on your own journey, and it doesn't have to be exactly like that. The one I'm going on, you can invest once a month, you can invest 20 times a month, you can invest like £1,000 per month in one go, or you can break it down every day. So you can invest aggressively, you can invest a tiny amount. So it's entirely up to you, but the main thing is start investing, find companies that you really believe in. If you're not sure, just invest in an index fund, and then try and find some great companies within that index fund, and then double down on those companies. So that's the strategy I'm employing. My portfolio is going in the right direction. I'm gonna try and put in as much money as possible while things are kind of settled, because I don't want it to go like 3 or 4x quickly and I lost the opportunity to put the money in while it was cheap. So I'm going to try and put as much money in as possible during these times. So that's it for today. Join me tomorrow for another portfolio update, and I'm going to be deploying more cash into the stock market. So until then, have a great day, and I will make another video for you tomorrow. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.